Jay having an accident. We spoke about it yesterday. You did the music for what, Nathan? I'm very open to he just skitzed out. He had taken a lot of drugs. He went off to the mountains. He ended up falling. However, there are certain bits in between that need to be answered, and there's questions that need to be answered for me. Very simple ones. And I did say to Ayub the other day, if I wanted to ask you questions, it'd be very simple in regards to the timeline. And there are some very specific things that just don't make sense. And I'm not expecting Ayub to answer for Lucy, for Brad, for Brandon, for Rocky, for any of those people, or Rocky for anyone else. I only want to hear from their point of view. Like, this is the last thing he said to me, this was what was happening, etc., etc. I think I have shown Rocky and Ayub a level of respect in this case. And tonight they haven't shown me the same back. So I don't owe anyone anything now when I'm making content or when I'm doing what I'm doing, because I am not going to be attacked and have people screaming at me on a live and still not show you the respect. Show you the respect that I have shown you, which I have shown you loads, especially you, Ayub. I've shown you a lot more than you showed me tonight. And I don't have the same respect back now. So that's what it is. It is what it is. Yeah. He was mocking yesterday, but I did think we did manage to get through to him a little bit when he was saying, like, of course, I've got empathy for Jay and for his family and stuff like that. There was a little bit of kind of maybe getting through a little bit of what we were talking about. But at the same time, people are not going to disrespect me. We're getting high numbers in the room because I'm there, allowing people to scream and shout at me and then expect me to still have the same decency towards them. It's just not going to happen. And there have been times when I put up videos and I'm like, I'm just going to put this up and let it lay for a minute rather than fully calling out what it was, because I've been hoping for more information to come forward, but I don't have that on me anymore. Rocky is very cocky, childlike. So I'm going to, I just see, she sent me a number. I will get back to her afterwards. Can one of my mods remind me to get back to Naomi channel after this interview, after this live, because I will forget. And I've got some big things coming up with her, and if I don't reply, then I'll just look like I'm rude. I've been told by my mum tonight as well. No, that's not it at all. I was always going to go live. And after I came out of that live, I thought, do you want to go live and just tell people the truth, or do you want to come back in to be screamed at? And I'm not going to be screamed at by two people I have no idea who they are, or all they want to do is impress Ayub and Rocky, right? So they're trying to like be really funny. And again, Bougie and Broken was saying, oh, like I'm telling you, the fight was nothing to do with Jay Slater, was it? He wasn't involved. Why are you putting words in his mouth? You weren't there. Like, let him speak. Like, let Ayub and Rocky speak and tell them what they meant by what fight it was and who the watch was taken from, what they know about it. But you're talking over and giving them excuses and you're answering questions for them. And I'm just getting frustrated at that point. Like, every time on that clip, if you watch it, Ayub says, yeah, you know, there was a fight. Someone in the comments then says, where was the fight? And he goes, and then she goes, okay, yeah, I've signed road. She just talks, she just literally, she's trying to like cover for them, but they're not being allowed to speak, and it looks more suspicious because you got her trying to cover up what they're doing. Then she's sending me messages going, I'm from a family of lawyers. Did they never tell you not to date fucking criminals? I don't get it. A groupie, that's what it is. It's a pick-me thing. Like, she was quite respectful to me in the beginning of messages, and then I didn't reply because I'm like, nah, I've already blocked you on TikTok. And I'm fed up with these people that come in here kicking off, and then I block them, and they act like it's the worst thing in the world. Like, why are you blocking me? Why am I allowed in your lives? It's like, because you're being disrespectful, and I don't need you in here. Like, that's it. You're blocked. And then she started going like, well, the best thing to do is sit with the people in the case. So you're actually sitting with them. I've just called Charlotte out. Good, because she should be calling me out. And then when she started saying in the box, you put my life in danger, you've put your own life in danger. Why, if you're trying to out him, are you sat in his live? Like, stay away from the bloke if he's dangerous. And that's why I don't believe fully what she's saying, because if you really expect me to believe this is who Ayub is, why are you sniffing around him all the time? You're trying to make a TikTok issue here, not a real life issue or case. So that tells me you're trying to make fame off the back of Ayub on TikTok. Because how are you scared? How are you scared, and how am I putting your life in danger when you're kicking off on me in the comments? What did you want me to say? I'm sorry, Charlotte, I will stop. No. I wonder who she actually is and who she's... I've never heard of her before yesterday. 2 days ago. 2 days ago was when she first came in my life saying, can I message you? I said, yeah, you can message me. And then someone messaged me straight away who was in the room saying, she wants to use my platform to out Ayub for county lines and that. And I said, no, don't touch that. That's too dangerous. Don't do that. And she goes, she just wants to show loads of evidence. I said, tell her to do it on her own platform then, or to keep it off social media. Like, you don't need that in your life. And then another person messaged me later on saying, so-and-so said that she's trying to get you on side as well. So I didn't even spoke to her. I didn't even follow her back so she could speak to me because I'm not interested. I don't do exposure lives. We're talking about justice and crime. And I'm very wary of girls who want to do stuff like that. Hayley, please stop being affected. It gives them content and reduce your credibility. Love of life, if you feel like I've got no credibility, don't sit in the lives. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you honestly believe that I should be attacked at all times and never give you the truth, this probably isn't the live for you. But I suggest you press the like button and get attacked day in, day out, called a liar, call this, call that, and not just put the truth out there, the facts, when you've got messages that back up exactly what I'm saying. Like, I have every right to clear my own name when it's so easy to do about. Do you know what I mean? It's so easy to do. Like, that's it. I'm not going to be attacked and all that, and then when I could just come live and say, this is the actual situation, what's happened. County life is fucking horrible, and I speak out about it all the time, Uncle Batty. I talk about it because of the people who have died because of it, and the young kids at 7, 8, 9 years of age that have peddled into it. But it's also not something to run around the internet trying to out people for without criminal charges and all that. I can't just fire up a live and go, this man did this and this man did that. The same reason I can't... I don't care if they're being horrible to me, Charlotte. Do you know what I mean? I just don't care. But I will defend myself and will put out the truth. If people expect me just to be here like a complete victim after 14 years of domestic abuse where I've had no voice, but people say it takes away my credibility if I come and use my big girl voice to defend myself. What do you people want from me? Do you want me to go back to be like, I can't do this live tonight because some girl shouted at me, I'm going to go upstairs and cry? Or do you want me to be a big woman and say, fuck you? You're not lying on my name when you've sent me messages threatening to give me information from your friends. I ain't doing that. I'm not doing that. And if people think I don't have credibility after that, then leave. Leave. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't know what you want. Yeah, right, let me just answer this message quickly from this mother and then we'll move on. Let whoever they want to... So, what is that? Okay, cool.
Okay then, Brandon.
What I will say though is, like, obviously from people who are very sensible, okay, in the last 48 hours, probably last 72 hours, a lot of things have started to come out in the Jay Slater case. The fact the watch was stolen, the fact that there was a fight, also the paperwork. Now it's fine, love of life. I'm just feeling a bit salty today. The fact that Lucy was at the Airbnb. Okay, so those things are coming out. Okay, now watch what happens. Okay, because they'll try and make noise. They'll try and do these lives. They'll try and deflect, distract, have girls up there saying mad stuff, even about counting lines, anything that takes away from Jay Slater. So even though I've just planted a seed there, which was the truth, because I read you guys the message, but I planted the seed of snake and snake you're sat with, because they both are. But they'll still sit with them because they're big talkers and they need the madness around them right now. Because if it's quiet and it's just Ayub and Rocky alive, everyone's going to go in and go, what about the watch? What about the watch? What about the watch? And they can't do that. So what they'll do is create chaos. And I'm just telling you, watch it. Like, I don't need to go in there. I don't need to do any of that stuff. Just let them do it. I haven't, Lauren, no. I did know he was arrested, but I haven't spoken to him, which I won't, obviously, if he's been arrested. But watch what happens. So if, for instance, something horrific was going to come out about me today, then I would be like, okay, I can either go live and I can apologise and I'm going to have to talk about exactly what's happened, or I can never go live again, or I can go live and do some other madness for a couple of days until it gets hidden what's gone on. So it's very much distraction and deflection. Why has Billy been arrested? I think he's been arrested for harassment. So I only know what you guys know, which I've read the article in the Belfast Telegraph, I believe it was, that Billy George has been arrested for harassment because Dawn keeps phoning the police on him. And I'm not going to cover more than that. I've already said I'm not covering the case. You've all got Google. Go and Google it yourself. This is a father who's been attacked constantly because he's grieving, and obviously he is saying certain things because he wants justice for his son. But apart from that, I don't know the ins and outs. I've not spoken to a family member about it. I haven't asked because it's impossible for me to ask about situations like that when I can't even talk on it anymore. So I've just kind of shielded myself from what's kind of going on a little bit because I can't keep talking. I can't just keep knowing about it and then just shutting up, especially things like this when he's been arrested and stuff. You just want to make a video, right, and go, leave the fucking poor man alone, he's grieving. So I ain't gonna do